Do you understand printing? I'm sorry, I don't have to print. Oh, like when getting printing. I'm sorry, I don't have to print. Like
How y'all doing, Kenneth and Latrice?
getting printing. I'm sorry.
I'm doing good.
All right. How do you know Judy May? How y'all doing, Kenneth and Latrice?
I'm sorry.
I'm doing good. I'm doing well.
All right. How do you know Judy May? How y'all doing, Kenneth and Latrice? Let me turn this down.
It sounds like the audio is looping over.
No, I have it. We're streaming live on YouTube, so I just turned the volume down on YouTube.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay, Latrice is your sister. Okay, good to have you. How do you know Judy Mays, Kenneth?
Judy's my girlfriend.
Oh, okay. I've heard some good stuff about you. And we're supposed to be all having a conversation soon about having I do a lot of counseling, financial education counseling for couples.
Sounds good.
You want to sit down and we can have a group conversation? We can definitely set that up. I do it all the time. Matter of fact, I just did a video. I'll put it in the chat here. Just did a video on Daniel and Esmeralda got engaged, and I did a video on financial education tips for newlyweds.
Sounds good. I'm in.
You ready, Judy Mays? We're live on YouTube now. We haven't started recording yet.
Okay, I'm ready.
You ready to get going?
Yes.
All right, let's go. Camera on, Judy. Camera on.
Uh-oh. Got it.
Welcome to Each One Teach One. This is Ryan Mack, and I'm so happy to be here. This is a Metropolitan Peace Initiative event, a town hall meeting where we bring the best of the best, the brightest of the best of those individuals who've gone through the financial education curriculum. For those who don't know, the Metropolitan Peace Initiative is a collaboration of organizations that for half a decade or even more working in the Chicago area to bring down crime by doing some of the most tangible work that I personally have ever seen, engaging mental health, engaging point of contact, victim advocacy work, and making sure they can de-escalate situations before they arise, and a whole litany of things through various organizations that have all come together who care about their community. This particular program, the financial education program, is a 12-week cohort that many individuals go through to learn about the basics of financial education and engage. And we occasionally want to pick out those individuals who have shined, who've taken it to the next level, and they have decided to take this information and spread it in the Each One Teach One town hall meeting. We're so happy today to introduce to you Judy Mays. Judy Mays is more than just a program coordinator and a case manager. She is someone who takes these principles to heart. And let me tell you something about Judy Mays. I knew that she has something special because she's got a story to tell you, and she's going to tell you her story in a second. But her story from when I saw her, where she actually got, I believe, and she could tell the story better than me, a bonus of some sort, and gave $50 to one coworker and another $50 to another coworker, just for the simple fact that she wanted them to start their savings account because she had a savings program. So she's always not only learning financial education for herself, but she's giving it to her community, give it to her coworkers, give it to her family, to her boyfriend, giving it to all throughout the community to make sure that she can educate this. And I'm gonna tell you, you have not seen, you're gonna see her today, but you're gonna see a whole lot more in the future because she has said to me that she wants to take these financial education principles and spread them to the community. So you're gonna be seeing her face a lot. So without further ado, I want to hear from you, from her. I want you to hear from her, Judy Mays, about why she feels financial education is important and hear her story. Judy Mays, take it away. It's on you.
Thank you, Ryan. Thank you. Thank you. So first off, my name is Judy Mays. I was born and raised in the city of Chicago. I am the oldest of 9 children. I have 2 children of my own, a boy and a girl. And I currently work as a case manager / program coordinator for a nonprofit organization called Purchase Blood Ministries of Reconciliation. The acronym is PBMR. And I took the financial literacy class with Ryan because it was offered as a course for case managers to take, or people who have graduated from MPI through the case management or outreach classes. And I'm always open to learning new things and, just like wanting to gain knowledge and gain information. And so I took it. And the first thing that we did was create a budget. And when I created a budget and we started talking about like saving and loans and like different ways that you could be in control of your money and just basically figure out how to support yourself better financially. We just went off from there. And then I just found it very important to gain this information and give it back to my people, the people that I work with, the people that I serve. I'm a case manager for young women, teens emerging from 18 to 24 years old. So I feel like that's great for them to know, especially since personally they ask me all the time, can we have classes on things like opening a bank account or like what credit is, how to track their credit score, me talking to them just basically about how to calculate your debt to income ratio and if you'll have the first month's rent and the security deposit and things like that. So that's me.
Judy Mays, thank you so much for coming out. I just want to say that I know, Judy, you've got a story to tell. And I was so impressed with you, particularly when you talk about the time when you got a bonus of some sort and gave $50, so $100 total to 2 coworkers to help them start their savings account. Talk about that. Why exactly did you do that? Why was that so important for you to get that done?
I don't know. I just think that when I'm very passionate and very excited about something, I want to give the information to the masses. Like I want to tell people about it so they can be financially aware of things just like I am. So what I discovered was that Credit Karma actually had a savings account, and with the interest rate, I want to say it was either 4.5 or 5.4 interest rate. And so I was like, this will be cool for me to tell other people that if they could start saving $20, $30, $50 a month out of every check, then they will see a big difference if they continue to save, because the hardest part is starting. Once you start something, then it'll just go off from there. So one of my coworkers, she was just like, not really tech savvy and was skeptical and was like, it might be a scam. And I was like, no, it's not a scam. I'm putting you on to something legit. I just want to make sure that you are where you want to be, because we talk about our dreams and goals, with each other or whatever. And so for me, it was just helping them just figure it out and, get to that and earn some more money off of their money.
So where does it come from? When you were growing up, did you have someone who taught you about financial education? Because I'll tell you this much, from day one of the class, it wasn't as if any of the information was new to you. And much of the information that we went over, you were either already doing it, and I'll tell you, it was almost like it was a 12-week review session from my perspective to you, because it was already in motion. Did you learn about financial education growing up? Talk about like your childhood and what type of exposure you got or may not have gotten growing up.
Not that I can think of, I didn't get a lot of exposure to financial literacy. For me, it just always came natural. When I was younger, my older cousins, like my mom used to give me allowance for doing my chores, me and my brothers and sisters, like we had days and stuff. Or I worked summer jobs. And so I would save my money and my family members would ask to borrow money. And then I was like, if you want to borrow 20, you got to pay me back 40. And they would do it, as a kid.
How old were you when you did that? What was the age when you knew to put that in? Did you have that clause in writing? Don't tell me you had it in writing.
No.
Okay.
No, that would have been crazy, right? No. I want to say between 10 and 12. I was
Mm.
young. I was young, very
What
young.
job did you have at 10 years old?
Babysitting.
Mm.
Babysitting. That was my first real job. And then when I was 12, I think I got a summer job at St. Bernard Hospital. For the half of the summer, I worked as a dietary assistant, and half of the summer, I worked as a receptionist for maintenance, for the maintenance department. So I think it was something that just came natural to me. I've always kind of had like this hustler's ambition, but as I got older, I think that I recognized that I got it from my mom. My mom used to always say, like, you know, I can leave out this door right now and go get a job doing accounting, going to be a nurse, going to be like all of these things. She had all these talents. And as a kid, it's like, you know, you look up to that and kind of be like, well, I want to be like mama. I want to be, you know, the MVP. I want to be all of these things. And so once I saw that my mom, being a single parent of 9 kids, could get up and make it happen. And as a kid, I'm thinking we rich, you know. But we was on Section 8 and our rent was $13. So, you know, mama kept her checks or whatever. But for me, it just inspired me to like know more and do better and make sure that I budgeted my money, especially when I became a parent myself.
And see, this is the thing. I don't know if you remember when we talked about the term being content. It's being, you're not happy with your state, you're happy in your state. And it sounds like your mother, it was a true example of that. She was able to have a level of joy and peace in that household, despite any economic turmoil that she may be going through at the time, shielding you from it, but also doing a great job raising 9 children, which is phenomenal. So do you think that she was the first financial expert that you've ever met? Is that a safe bet to say?
Yeah, probably so.
And so is your mother still with us now?
Yes.
And so what does she think when you're now going through the financial education course? Is she saying, yes, are those some of the things that I've always done all my life, especially when it comes to some of the budgeting that we discussed? What does she feel about you now learning these principles and giving these principles and paying them forward, knowing that they originally came from her?
Actually, the things are kind of, I don't want to say new, but when I come to this information with my mom, it's like, that's interesting. I never thought about it like that, because it's not really like I give her the same things that she gives me. Like right now, she's in the process of looking for a house, and so we talk about different things regarding that. And so I think that I appreciate her willingness to be open-minded, because my mom was this kind of person who was like closed-minded and was like, you know, well, back in 1993, things were like this. And I'm like, Mom, no, like the market has changed, the industry has changed, the world has changed. Things are different. You can't, you know, get those same loans or grants without certain documentation and things like that. So when we talk about that, I think I just appreciate like her openness to listen sometimes.
And so when did the light bulb come off in your head that said, you're going to be, because it seems, correct me if I'm wrong, you have an extra desire, more than normal. Literally, it's extraordinary desire to give and to pay it forward. Was there a particular incident that happened that caused that light bulb to say, you know what, I have to do something to create change for my community by paying it forward? Was it an event, or did it just happen over time?
I want to say that it started for me when I became a parent, just being by myself financially for the most part, figuring things out. And then like living from check to check, moving out of my mom's house, like, you know, I'm ready to be on my own. I could have stayed at the nest and, you know, saved up a little bit more money, but I wanted me and my daughter to have our own space. So like that being a couple obstacles that I, you know, overcame. And I think too, just being the oldest of 9 siblings and your siblings coming always begging you for money because you the oldest and they think you rich. So just like being able to have that balance and that boundary to say, no, I won't give you money, you know, but if you, like I did this before with my siblings. I was like, hey, whoever fills out 5 job applications right now, send me the confirmation pages, I'll give you $50.
Wow.
And yeah, my sister did it. a couple of them, they took their time, but it's about our mindset and the way we think. We want money quick, and it's like, I get it. That was a quick way to earn some money, to do something for you, trying to get a job, and you said this is what you wanted. Let me try to figure out the best way to support you, because at my job that I currently work at, one thing that I did learn working here as a case manager was to meet people where they are.
Mm. And so where you're working at now, I have to commend you on the work that you're doing. Such important work, how do you feel, especially in the Chicago area, how do you feel financial literacy and economics relates to those things and issues that are happening in Chicago every single day? How can we use financial education from your perspective? How important is it to be integrated into the Chicago community and beyond?
Because it's one of my favorite quotes is, when you know better, you do better. And so I think that if we give the people the education, because there are a lot of programs and a lot of assistance that we have right now here in 2024 that we didn't have when I was growing up. We didn't have when my mom was coming up. We didn't have when my grandma was coming up. But I think that if we use those resources that we do have now and give them to the people, then most likely, with the right guidance, they'll make better decisions to say, hey, I want to be in control of my life. I want to be in control of my finances. I want to be in control of my money and my narrative, and, and get out of the whole, like, I got to get every pair of Jordans that come out every week. That's money that you could be investing in stocks. That's money that you could be saving for a rainy day when your car breaks down and you need a new tire. Now you're not stressed about that. I got to wait until I get paid because you have this rainy day money. So yeah, I just feel like just give as much as we can give so that the people can take it in and they can do better, I guess, and break generational curses. And, it'll probably help heal from some of their traumas too.
Wow, that's a very important. Elaborate on that. You're talking about heal from some of the traumas. What are some of the traumas that you've seen that you feel financial education might be? And I know it's not a silver bullet answer, so I'm not even trying to, because the work that you're doing that's so comprehensive, where financial literacy is a small peg in a much broader perspective of all the things that you need, that those individuals you serve need. I absolutely get that. How do you feel financial education might be able to help heal in trauma from your perspective, being on the front line?
Because like I said, I work with youth, and I've seen situations where the child feels that they have to take on the role as an adult by getting a job and dropping out of school to help mom, pay bills. Or a child, is stealing things like food or clothes from the store because they know that mom or dad, can't afford it. But I feel like if we, as a people, when I say we, like, give mom some support and say, like, hey, let's figure out what are causing these financial strains for you and help get you on a budget, create a budget, see where we can save, if we can save some, eliminate some debt, eliminate some costs, and it's just like, the doors will start to open, and then the child would be in a better predicament to flourish in educationally in school, socially, emotionally, and so on and so forth.
Wow. And so have you felt that the conversations since you concluded the course, have you had more conversations about financial education with those you serve? And how have they gone if you have had conversations?
Yes, of course I have. I'm actually thinking about starting some type of business venture in financial literacy. But anytime I found out anything, I'm sending a text message to my friends, or my guy, and I'm just like, hey, this is this. Like, I just discovered I had a credit card and you earn points. And with the points, you can basically turn it in for money, and basically use it to pay off the credit card bill. So I thought that was pretty cool, because I've only had one credit card my whole life. I always was like, I don't want to be broke. I don't want to be in debt. And so I want to be as minimal as possible with those type of things. I'm like, if something costs $500, if I don't have the $500, I'm not buying it. But I learned about credit and how if you have it, you can put it on the credit card and then pay it off with the credit card. I've learned my way around those loopholes, but yet and still, I'm always talking about ways that we can better ourselves.
Talk about your business that you want to start, because I know what type of business, but I'm in full support. But just so people that are curious, what type of business would you like to start involving financial education?
So as you know, me and Michael, we were working on doing a presentation at PBMR for the youth initially, but Michael just gave me the idea to let's create a PowerPoint to help the returning citizens returning home from prison. Let's do something for them coming home and helping them figure out navigating things around finances. And I want to become an author. And I also have my soap making business, J&K Bath and Body, me and my guy, and we make t-shirts, bath bombs, all these, amazing products. And he's also a graphic designer. So it's so many things that we want to get the ball rolling on. We just working through it, the financial part, because that part is important. I also been looking into why a lot of small businesses in the community close so quick too. They only last a couple of years, and it's like, why? And most of the stories that I've heard is because of finances, or because they don't know better about how paperwork is written and like reading the fine print and things like that.
So it sounds like you have about 3 or 4 potential revenue streams down the pipeline coming down. Well, Judy Mays, I know, and you got my full support. I'm your biggest fan. I think, and I know that when you put your mind to something, it's going to be successful. And if there's only one criticism I have of you, is that sometimes I don't feel you believe what others believe in you. You feel me? Like, I think others see such a bright star, and I want you to fully grasp onto that brightness. I want you to allow yourself to be as bright as others see in you. As I'm sure Brother Kenneth on this line sees now, and I'm sure Latrice sees now. Others see the brightness in you. I want you to allow yourself to take the top off your thinking. Sometimes we allow ourselves to have a shot glass size full vision and limiting what God has within our lives. And I just see so much. And the way you rattled off those businesses, they need to be started right now, And I think that you can. I know you can. As a matter of fact, you already have, if they've already began. So I'm excited. I'm in full support of it. I want to see it. And let's sit down and have some office hours. Office hours is not over. It's still going on. We can have office hours to do strategizing on putting together that business plan, and in conjunction with your individual budget, with that business plan, to make sure those things get popped off. Because I know I'm ready for them to start. I'm ready for them to go. And I know they're going to be successful, because your passion, it's a rare bird that someone is so willing to invest in others. And usually those individuals are some of the most humble people, and you are that. You're extremely humble. And those are the folks that I don't know. I just want to see you be successful. I'm excited about it.
Thank you. I will be real successful when I get in real estate.
You're doggone right. That's the 5th revenue stream. It's coming. I'm here to support it.
Yeah.
Well, Kenneth, did you have anything you wanted to say before we closed out? Any? Because I've heard so many great things about what you all are doing to run that household, and how you have such a great partnership, and it's such a strong partnership. I mean, it's something that's almost like you all could write a book on couples and how to integrate effectively yourself. Anything you wanted to say as we close out the session?
Not really. I just wanted to say that it's definitely important for couples to be supportive of each other, and just open with each other and communicate effectively finances and things that involve the relationship. I also wanted to tell Judy, as I told her earlier, that I'm very proud of her, of everything that she's accomplished and things that she will do. I can't say enough. I'm extremely proud of everything that she's accomplished from the time when I first met her until now. There's so much growth.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to send you a video I just did And a lot of the tips that I say in that video, you two are already doing. And I'm just excited to see what the future holds for you, for Judy. Thank you for being such a inspiration to me, Judy. And let me know, let's get with Brother Michael. Let's get some stuff on the road. I want to help support, make that pop. If nothing else, be a fly on the wall to attend your first presentation. And just to sit in the back and see how it goes and cheer from the back. I know it's going to be successful.
Okay. I'm excited too.
All right. Well, there you have it, folks. Another successful edition of Each One Teach One. A bright star, Judy Mays, doing her thing. The graphic designer extraordinaire, the future real estate mogul, the financial education expert, future teacher, doing some phenomenal things in the community, on the front line, helping those individuals to take them to the next level. Look at her and be inspired, because I know that I'm inspired. Thank you for coming out. Peace. All right, there it is. See, that was easy, right?
That was easy.
Easy. Easy peasy. And they're going to send me the copy of that video clip, and we're going to chop it up, and I'm going to send it right over to you.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Appreciate you, Judy. And I'm serious. Let me know when y'all get that stuff going, because I want to help. I want to help in some way, even if nothing but be a fly on the wall. And I'm just glad that it's being paid for. That's really all I could ask for. I mean, seriously, I can't ask for nothing that's more than that. Because that question was more for me than anything else, make me feel good that it's being given to the next round. That's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing.
For sure. Me too.
All right, Sister Judy, you have a good one now. Thank you for coming out. I'll see
You
you
too. Thank you.
later.